Hey guys, welcome back to rhrjen. I'm so glad you're here. Honk honk, everyone. Or shall I say, gents and sensibility. That's right. One of my all-time favorite books. I was actually recently accused of being one of those YouTubers that just has books on their shelf they don't read. I've read all of those books. The only one I haven't read yet is my Henry V book, which I'm going to read. I am actually taking a few days off, so I might just read that book. So that way I can honestly say I've read them all. But this is one of my favorites. If you haven't read it, The Dashwood Family. So good. Jane Austen is one of my favorite authors. So Jensen Sensibility it is. How are we today? I'm so glad you're here. You're going to lose all sense and sensibility today because we are headed to a dark, dark place. That's right. I found the dark corner of the internet and we're going there together. Don't worry, we'll connect our goosey wings together and we'll get through this. It's going to tick you right off like it did me. Ooh, I just got southern there. I didn't even mean to. Honk, honk, indeed. All right. Guys, I'm so glad you're here. I'm Jen, if you're new here or if you've been with me. Welcome back. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know I'm pushing to the 200,000 mark. See, I'm getting more southern as I talk. You know I'm pushing that 200,000 mark, so I don't actually talk like that. I actually just got a comment saying I sound Midwestern. I was like, well, that's cool. I lived in the Midwest for a little bit, but no, not Midwestern. I'm Southern. It's the Southern. No. See, now that I put it on, I'm gonna start talking Southern. I don't sound Southern like my dad does. He says police. I don't talk like that. Anyway, all right, I'm done with that. Guys, I'm so glad you're here. I swear I haven't hit my head today. So glad you're here. Do hit subscribe though, because I'm pushing to that 200,000 mark. Every single one of you really helps me out a lot. You know the thing. Hit the thumbs up. Give me comments. Tell me I sound Southern. Tell me I sound Midwestern. Tell me whatever you want to tell me. Again, I don't know where the Southern's coming from. It's because I put an emphasis on it. Now I'm going to sound Southern. Y'all tell me if I sound Southern in the comments. Goodness gracious. See, even that Southern. Where was I going with this? Anyway, make sure you're subscribed so I can hit that 200,000 mark. It really helps me out. The reason I ask for the thumbs up in the comments is because then YouTube will promote me. You know the drill. Thank you for being here. Now, one more thing, and then we're really going to get into this because we are going to the dark side. I know, but I have to mention I have another channel now. It's Goose Adventure. The reason you might want to follow this, you might be interested in is what I was trying to say. If you search Goose Adventures, you'll see it, but I'm actually at Goose Adventure. The reason that some of you might find it interesting is because I just shared, guys, I'm down under over 130 pounds. That's right. If you're new here, I'm a recently transformed flocker. Also, if you're new here, you're like, what's with all the goose stuff? One of Megan's minions called me a drunk goose. Said I sound like a drunk goose. I've been honking ever since. I love it. So honk, honk. But anyway, I just lost a bunch of weight. I'm sharing my journey over there. Check it out. Thank you to everybody who's been so lovely and supportive. I appreciate it. There's my before, one of my befores, and after there's another one. Anyway, check it out. You know, I will show you because I haven't shown it on this channel yet. I've only shown it over there. I'll show you this. I got one more before picture if you want to see the difference. There you go. That was me exactly 2 years ago. I was at Coronation. So yeah, kind of crazy, huh? Anyway, so if you want to know how I did it, I am slowly putting videos out right now. I just have an intro video for that, but I'm getting into it. We have a very supportive flock over there. Flock on over, and we'll go through this together. It is Goose Adventure. There you go. All right, now let's get into this, shall we? Yes, we shall. All right, let's talk nightmare fuel, and by that I mean Harry and Meghan Netflix. Oh, don't go. All right, what am I talking about? All right, this is on Reddit. And this is where the dark side is. What I mean is this is where the pro Harry and Meghan people hang out. Now, it has been fun to watch, and I have been watching because even they are having trouble explaining away this latest blunder of Harry's going and doing that interview and being such a putz. All right. Let's just take a look. I'm going to start with something funny. It's a little bit more light, and then we're going to get into some dark stuff, but this one's kind of funny to me. Starting with this one posted, well, I won't even give it. There you go. You can see who posted it. Meghan inspired fruit bowl presentation. How is this Meghan inspired? What about this says Meghan to you? I wouldn't say this is Meghan inspired because it's not. Say it with me. 3, 2, 1. Messy. I see no beige. I don't see any wonky chopping. So how's this Meghan inspired? Meghan inspired in that she left the greens on the strawberries on. That kind of bothers me. Chop those off. How hard is it? And also, why are some of them flipped up like that? I don't know. Can't make sense out of that. So I guess for the nonsense, sure, it's Meghan inspired. What? How's that Meghan? How are they giving her so much credit? Did she invent fruit? What's going on? They literally are just like Meghan in that they want to praise her for nothing. All right. So this person says, I want to steal this and make my own spread. What? I'm sorry, what now? You want to do what? Do you mean that soupy gloopy crap? How did I not think of that till now? I always say she writes swoop. What is it? Swoop. Whoopy swoopy bullshit cursive, not calligraphy. Soupy gloopy crap is what's in the jar. There you go. All right. Yeah, I just had an epiphany. All right. Let's see here. And then the original poster said, oh, sorry. It's fun and it's a pleasure to place on the luncheon table. Okay, it's a bowl of fruit. Do you want a medal? Like literally, this is Harry and Meghan style. They do nothing and they want an award for it. There you go. It's a bowl of fruit. We're still talking about a bowl of fruit. Okay, is this thing on? Here we go. This person says for toddlers everywhere. Oh, perfect. So Harry will love it then. What? Why is that for toddlers? Why are there rules on fruit? It is like Harry and Meghan because they're making something so simple and they're taking something so simple and they're making it complicated. What? Yes, and so easy. Thanks. They don't even realize when they're insulting their leader because I find that very funny. I've posted before about this where they'll take something of Meghan's and be like, yeah, I found 1,000 of them on Pinterest. It's like, hey, numbnuts. It's really funny. I mean, you're not wrong, but it's really funny that you are insulting Meghan because you can find 1,000 of them on Pinterest and they're better ideas too. It's just funny to me. Yeah, they're so easy. Yeah, which is why we all said, what's she doing? This is not something that needs to be done. Like it's so easy. We all know how to do it. All right. To which I hope you're the same one that hangs out over here. So you're cool. Hi, Miss Beaverhausen. Anybody a Will and Grace fan is from Will and Grace. I always love that too. Anastasia Beaverhausen. All right. You can call me that. In fact, will you do me a favor? I'm trying to build up my comments. Just comment Beaverhausen in my comments. I would love that. Thank you. And a Hong Kong to you. How is this Meghan inspired? I know, right? The only one with critical thinking. It's not. It's a really nice bowl of beautiful berries. Meghan wouldn't know what to do with it. I like you, Miss Beaverhausen. That's pretty good. All right. I eased us in gently. I heard it. Now we're going to go to this. Get ready to feel real dumb. Not about ourselves, but get ready to lose my IQ points trying to make sense out of this. So sick of this narrative about Harry. Get ready. Here we go. All right. What narrative is she sick of? Are they sick of? Here you go. Things like this. This is a narrative, according to her. Can't trust him. He would talk with father and then sell it to the newspaper. So this, mediocre mafia is trying to spin this as a narrative. I would say this poster is spot on. My favorite thing to say. Spot on. Spot on. It's spot on because you can't trust him. He does go straight to the papers. Name an event recently, and I'll tell you how he went straight to the papers right after. I believe the one they're specifically referring to is that less than 15-minute with King Charles. What was it last year? I lose track of time. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was 2024. Where King Charles ended up getting away, a narrow escape on a helicopter. Don't blame him. But regardless, I believe, it's my opinion, my memory says, I think he went straight to the papers right afterwards, right? So yeah, you can't trust him. It's just always something with them. They bring microphones and crew with them. So yeah, anything gets back in the papers. That's all they know how to do. So this is not a narrative. This is a observation, I would say. Harry wrote a book bashing the royal family. Now he plays victim. So she's sick of this narrative. Well, we're sick of him doing it. Tell me tell me what part of this you think they got wrong, mediocre mafia member, because this is again spot on, bang on, right on. I think they got it, they nailed it. Nailed it. Because yeah, that's what he does. He wrote a book bashing the royal family and then plays victim about it. That's all he knows how to do. It's all both of them know how to do. You're not wrong. All right. To which this idiot says, "You know what? I spent more than an hour scanning through the YouTube comments on BBC interview to gauge the public perception. And here's what I, not capitalized, okay, concluded by that utter wastage of my time." Okay. Yeah. All right. You might want to stay back in school. People criticizing Harry were doing it because it's fun, not factually accurate. And Harry and Meghan are known for being factually accurate, are they? They're not. They don't get anything right. It's all BS and shrouded in lies and mystery. That's who you're following, and you're talking about factual accuracy. Those two never ever tell the truth about anything. I'm not even trying to be hyperbolic here. I'm just saying, like, again, name a press interview or something, and we can go through and fact check it together and see how accurate that is. They weren't even considering the video they were commenting on as the premise for their argument. I'm sorry, what now? You were trying that again? Negative comments were about 99% and bashed the 1% who dared say their opinion in the interview. Okay, they're trying to argue that for the side of Harry, and I say, well, it sounds like a lot of people were commenting that Harry sucks and what he did was wrong and he handled it terribly. And so she's mad that the majority seem to feel this way? Maybe that's your clue that you're not thinking of things correctly. Might just be a sign that you're on the wrong path there, sugar. The comments were so repetitive, it got frustrating. I'm sorry. Almost as frustrating as seeing a grown man make the same arguments over and over and try to get special privileges, get shot down, and continue to try for the same nonsense. That kind of repetitive? Again, look to your leaders. My goodness gracious. All right. And then we have this genius right here that's posted just links because sure. Why type an opinion? We can just post links. In regards to Prince Harry's, that's not worded correctly. Prince Harry's statement. All right. Prince Harry's statement about Meghan not getting security. Anybody else say it like that? Because I do. Security. I noticed that some people spell it like that too, which I think is really funny. Security. In regards to Prince Harry's statement about Meghan not getting security after she joined, and then nothing, just a bunch of links. Do you care to elaborate? Are you able to elaborate? Words are hard, right? What are we doing? What is this? Okay, great. So then this person comments, take a deep breath because it's going to get real stupid. Here we go. The palace and papers skipped over the bit where when releasing their responses from day one. Get ready. Deep breath. They mistreated Meghan and expected her to put up with it. Okay. This person is so freaking stupid. They can't even see the forest for the trees. They're saying that Meghan was mistreated. Can you explain how? Was it the immediate welcoming into the family, the bending of rules so she could spend time when traditionally that wasn't the case before marriage? I believe it was a Christmas or something. She got to spend time with them. That wasn't the case before. So they've bent over backwards to make exceptions for her. Again, through this huge, elaborate, lavish wedding, everything that I could tell. I mean, housing, protection, clothing, all the stuff provided for. But yet she's mistreated. Okay, cool. Expected her to put up with it. Oh, poor victim. Victim, victim, victim. Always playing victim. This is a little song I made up. I've been singing it a lot lately because that's what they're doing full on right now. Like majorly. They're always playing victim, but it seems like extra violence right now. So I'm just going to continue to call it out. They allow the IS words to target her. What now? I'm sorry, the only ist word in this bunch that I can see, well, argument could be made for Meghan, especially with this, Dr. Sophie stuff, I would say, but Harry, lest we forget what Harry dressed up as and then tried to blame other people for, because he's learned a lot. He hasn't. He tried to blame other people. Um, while ignoring the clear threats. What? The threat on Meghan is Meghan. The worst of the worst are her squad members. I keep saying it until somebody will listen to me. They're going to be her undoing, and it's going to be fun to watch. People see through the monarchy's BS games and are sick of it. Who's sick of what now? What games are we talking about? You're going to have to spell it out here because what you're saying makes less than no sense. Can you draw in crayons for us? Because what? Before the Oprah interview and Netflix, they've been treating Meghan like absolute garbage. I'm sorry. Sorry. Are we just going to ignore the fact that Meghan and Harry, when did this show, while I always get the timeline confused. Well, Prince Philip, had he just passed and the Queen was passing? It was all around the same time. No, I think Prince Philip was about to pass, and they went and did the Oprah of it all. I get those always confused, but you get the idea. It was still during the same timeline. These horrible, horrible accusations. The Queen passed knowing that these accusations were lobbied against them, and even to stealing her name. It's just all these details that make them the worst people in the world, just continually going after the family and being terrible to them. All the things, right? All the things, from the disrespect to the awfulness to the accusations and everything in between, to the taking of the name. And yet they're still making Meghan the victim of all this. Blink, 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 blink. For the longest time, it was until recently, they wouldn't even print bad stories about Meghan. She could be doing the worst thing. She could be, I don't even want to say anything bad, herding kittens on a stage in front of a bunch of reporters, and most of them would have said nice things about her and not believed it and somehow turned it around. So because of, she would throw around the ist words and people wouldn't stand up to that. And she knew it, so she would use it. It's the same tactic they do now. It's the ist words, but also they go after the royal family because they know that the royal family won't speak out. Awful people, but yet they're supposed to be the victims here. Wow. And you can read, you can read the rest of that. That's absolutely disgusting. Again, let's do little to no research and just make ludicrous claims, just like Meghan does. Because only the idiots will believe that hook, line, and sinker without doing any actual homework. All right, this person posts, funny enough, try to Google about this and see how less it was covered by the UK media. All right. How can you have it both ways? Harry's claiming that the UK press were the istwards, and they accused the royal family of being the istwards. Remember? We didn't say that. It was the press. Okay. How can they accuse them of that? And then this idiot turns around and says, oh, no, it's not being covered. Which is it? Are they being harassed by the press? Or is it not being covered? Because what strikes me funny is, to me, when I see this, it's just not being covered. That's not because of the istwards. That's because nobody cares anymore about Harry and Meghan. They watch to see what dumb shit they do, but just in general, nobody cares. So thanks for reminding us that, you idiot. Oh, they're so painfully stupid. All right, here we go. Let's feel sorry for them. Ready? The mistreatment of Harry and Meghan is the UK shooting itself in the foot once again. How? I say the UK is smarter than America right now because you guys got rid of them. How do we get on that plan? How do we shoot ourselves in the foot like that? Self-destruction. It's ugly. The only ones self-destructing are Harry and Meghan, and it's fun to watch. I mean, it couldn't happen to a more deserving couple, I would say. We're watching their self-destruction, but they're still in that hell of their own making, and I find that very funny. They deserve each other. I hope they stay together forever. We don't want you doing anything illegal. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What? The only ones doing something illegal is Harry, as admitted and detailed and outlined in his book Spare, because he's an idiot and he put it in print, and his Instagram loving bee wife, in my opinion, helped him do it. I hope that continues to bite him in the butt. I think it's so fun. Again, shout out to Fiona Abbott Gardner. Love her. She's the one that pointed out Harry's going to also be Meghan's undoing from that book. We didn't know how horrible she was. We had an idea. But that book helped paint a picture of how horrible she was to people. I'm like, oh my God, you're right. I love Fiona. Hi, Fiona. All right, let's go to this one. Ready? Everybody deep breathe. I'm feisty today. Let's get feisty. Okay. Meghan Sussex, because they're buying her bullshit there too. I want to see the paperwork to show that she's actually changed her name to this. I don't believe it. Meghan Sussex posted Harry and their children. Did she though? Because there's a lot of questions about if she actually did. All right. This one's really going to take you off. Ready? Get ready to chop some fruit, Poorly. Very wholesome and positive upbringing for the littles. I'm sorry, what now? How is that a positive upbringing from the littles? He literally says in his book that he's an absentee dad. They never appear, in my opinion, to be with those kids. There's so many things they talk about online safety for kids to silence their critics and then post their kids. It's just like all this crap, you just can't even make it up. They're merging the kids to try to get attention for themselves. But that's a wholesome, positive upbringing for the littles. Sure, far more healthy and secretive than the secretive and duplicitous. Oh my God. Breathe, Jen, breathe. Okay, so they're trying to say that the Wales children don't have a healthy upbringing. I'm sorry. Which family is completely estranged from both sides? Because it's not William and Catherine. They get to be around their little cousins. They get to be around aunts and uncles and family members and people that love them and their grandparents. Not so much for Archie and Lily. And I don't talk about the kids. I'm just saying, like, really? That's the hill you're going to die on? You're going to say that Archie and Lily are being completely brought up in a normal way. Again, I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about their idiot parents. They sure don't like to take those kids outside very much. Yes, we got a picture of it to prove that they have kids. So weird. I stand by what I say. She wears that shirt that says Archie and Lily on it because she can't remember the kids' names otherwise. She barely sees them. I find that so funny. All right. Let's not forget that William and Catherine also let their kids think it's okay to lie to their peasants. Photoshop gate. I'm sorry. You really want to go there? I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Tell me what's going on with the Harry's left leg here and tell me that's not Photoshop because it sure seems it to me. I think we need Sidley Dad on the case because this sure seems Photoshopped. In fact, people ran it through whatever that computer. I'm not technical. You know me, I'm not techie. Ran it through whatever that program was to say if it's AI and AI came back and said, yeah, it's like 99, it's like 97% AI. I don't know if I believe it's AI, but I do believe it's Photoshopped. Just saying. Weird. These people are weird. Anyway, yeah. This isn't good value instilling in impressionable kids. Okay. Is estranging them from the family and accusing everybody of swear. I mean, just the same stuff over and over. Is that good values for the kids? Is knowing that their grandpa Markle, I mean, anybody can go at any time, but is probably doesn't have much time left and not letting them be anywhere near him. Stuff like that. Is that a good way? Okay. Sure. Yeah. Lecture the rest of us, idiots. All right, I'm yelling lots, so I'm going to calm down right now. Let's take a deep breath in. There we go. We got this, guys. I just yelled through that one, but I really am like, it is incredible to see how stupid they are. It really is. Don't let the facts hit you on. I mean, don't let the facts stand in the way of a good story, right? They're such idiots. Guys, I'm leaving this here. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. I truly, truly do. You flockers are the wind beneath my goosey wings. Honk, honk. Do make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, all the things. I appreciate it very much. You flockers are so supportive of me. I just want you to know how much it truly, truly means. Um, Again, if you don't mind, and if you're at least bit interested in my weight loss journey, you can find it here at Goose Adventures. Just search up Goose Adventures and you'll see the pink little goose, and you found the right spot. I'm probably going to change that top banner soon because it has my old logo, but I'm stepping back for a few days. So I'll be back. And yeah, none of that matters. Just leave me comments. You'll see stuff. I may miss a day of posting. I'm not going to stress about it. We'll just figure it out as we go, right? I'll be back soon. Yeah. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for being so lovely. If you want to help me out, I don't know. Subscribe, leave comments, share my videos because that helps. All the things. All the things you do. You guys are lovely. I truly appreciate you. If you want to further support, I have Patreon. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. Patreon.com/ nope, yeah. Good Lord, I'm having a stroke. I'm recording this in the middle of the night. This is me in the middle of the night. Hello. But I like this top. I think it's super cute. Isn't that fun? It kind of reminds me of the stuff that here, I'll show you. That Chrono Royals does for me when they put me in like those Bond outfits. I think it's just fun, right? I like the cut of it a lot. All right. What was I saying? If you want to further support the show, check out Patreon.com/ Real Housewives Recaps. Yes, it's my old name, but it's got tons of content over there. Hundreds of videos, lots of bonus content, lots of deep dives, all the stuff. Check that out. Thank you guys so much. My executive geese and ganders, my executive producers, thank you for always supporting me. You mean so flocking much to me. I really do appreciate you. I couldn't do this without you. All right, I'm going to end this here. I'm going to give you a big goosey hug and I'll be back soon. I don't know what day this is going up. I've probably been out for a couple days already. So you might not even notice the difference. It's fine. I've batch recorded a couple of things to go up. So yeah, all good. I love you, flockers. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. All right, what should we comment on today? So at the end of my videos, if you stay tuned, I've been playing this game where a lot of you are watching and you like comment things at the end. What should we comment on? Let's see. Let's see. What should we comment on? Trying to think. Oh, I know. It doesn't have to be your favorite book, just a book that you really love. I wrote Sense and I wrote Sense and Sensibility. No, I picked Sense and Sensibility because of my name today. So that'll be my pick for today. Tell me a book that you really love. It can be for any reason. And sometimes people just list title like a word with no context. That's okay. If you want to tell me why you picked your book, that's okay. I like to know. Tell me a book you read that you loved. All right, I'm leaving this here. Bye-bye. I'm a mess.